So what mass of water vapor will absorb 20 kilojoules as it changes temperature? So kilojoules is a Q value, and then here's our temperature change. So we'll say, as we look at it, we're going from 120, so it's like up in here. And so we're going to use this equation and this value of C. So Q is equal to M times C times delta T. Q is equal to, this is what we're solving for. C is 1.84 joules per gram degrees Celsius. Our temperature change is 140 minus 120, and those are both degrees Celsius. And then over here, Q is in the problem. It's 20 kilojoules. Now this is slightly tricky because I also have a joule in here. So we'll see in a second what to do with it. But I'm going to end up dividing both sides in just a second. Just trying to get them both down here and a little bit smaller. All right, I'm going to zoom in over here. So I need to solve for M. So I want to divide both sides by the 1.84. And that'll get rid of that. And then I also need to divide both sides by the 140 minus 120. And you might already be seeing that being 20. So times 140 minus 120. So when all is said and done, I have 20 kilojoules, and I need to keep all my units in to show what's going on. 1.84, and it's joules per mole degrees Celsius times, I'm going to bring those two numbers together, 20 degrees Celsius. That's what my mass is going to equal. So the problem here is that I have a kilojoule unit, and I have a kilojoule, and I have a joule unit. So one or the other of those I need to put into joules. I'm going to go ahead and convert the top number because I have enough space for it up here. So I'm going to take my 20 kilojoules and in 1 kilojoule there are 1,000 joules. So I have 20 times 1, 2, 3 divided by 1.84 divided by 20. So that tells me that my mass is 543. If we're not sure on what our mass is, I actually made a tiny error right there on that unit. That was a gram degrees Celsius. And the reason I noticed that was because I was about to go in and cancel out my units here. So my degrees Celsius cancels there, and then my joules cancel there, and then my kilojoules cancel there. So it's a divided by joule in the denominator, which throws it back up into the numerator. So there's my molar mass, but notice I only have 2 sig figs. So this is a randomly weird case. It would normally not work out like that, but that I need to take off the decimal point, and then that will give me just 2 sig figs. There we go.